Alright, Middle-Aged White Guy Reacts back again today with another video for you. The second video today after not uploading for a month. Felt bad for the long layoff, so here's a bonus video for you. This is an artist I've actually meant to do for the last several weeks. Haven't gotten around to it, obviously. But I came across an article or maybe a post on YouTube or something along those lines talking about this rapper that got canceled, okay? So that piqued my interest, obviously. Checked into the story. Apparently, he got banned off Twitter for commenting, so it wasn't like his music got him canceled. But typically, if they're canceling people, they're worth looking into, okay? So, in my experience, they got canceled for a reason, whether it was an actual real reason or not. So, we're going to check out Zuby, okay? Now, he has a couple of newer songs than this that they were both featuring other artists, and I just wanted to look at him by himself to see what this guy is all about. So this is going to be my first time hearing this guy. Like I said, I just ran across the article saying how he got canceled. So I don't know if he's any good. I mean, he has a decent following. It looks like he's been around like a lot of political like pundit shows, you know, done all the circuits and everything, and you know, sits down and has conversations with people. So I'm assuming this guy has some stuff to say, okay, that's going to be pretty good. So if you're new to this channel, all right, I want to hear the message, okay? That's what interests me about music, the message, and you know, the general wordplay and the cleverness of the lyrics and the bars, all that stuff, okay? We're not just a head-bobbing channel. We pause a lot. We talk about what's, you know, the lyrics of the artist and everything. Typically, you know, the reaction format is longer than, you know, your normal 10-minute head bobber. So, buckle up. Let's get right into this. This is Zuby and Real, and I think this song's like a year old, but this is the last song I could find of him, the newest one that is just him and not featuring other artists. So here we go. This is Zuby, Real.
It's been a long time, man. Let's do this. Yeah. It's been a long time coming since I started in the game. Long time running, put my heart into the lane. People know the hustle and the people know the name. Do they understand the struggle? Do they really know the pain? An honorary heathen.
Okay. Nice strong start here. Hold on. Let's go back a little. Not that far back.
Know the hustle and the people.
A little further. Hold on.
Since I started in the game. Long time running. Yeah. It's been a long time coming since I started in the game. Long time running, put my heart into the lane.
All right, long time coming since he started in the game. So he's been doing this, he's been at it for a minute. All right, and he puts his heart into the lane. So he's put his heart into this stuff. He's been doing it for a long time, okay? So he's given this his whole effort. He takes his music very seriously. That's what I like to hear.
Been a long time coming since I started in the game. Long time running, put my heart into the lane. People know the hustle and the people know the name. Do they understand the struggle? Do they really know the pain? An honorary.
Do they understand the struggle? Do they really know the pain? Okay, because you know, like I said, he has a good following, like 500,000 or more subscribers. So you know, he's had to grind. Trust me, I realize what this kind of grind to try to build an audience is, because if you can see by my subscriber total, I have a long way to go. But, you know, the struggles, the pain that he has had to go through trying to develop his career, the setbacks you have, the, you know, the confidence issues. Can I really do this? You know, those dark moments. So he's like, you know, you could know the name, you could see kind of the hustle and how we got here, but do you understand what it actually took? You probably don't. You probably really don't.
People know the hustle and the people know the name. Do they understand the struggle? Do they really know the pain? An honorary heathen in a land of no religion. And honestly, I'm feeling like a limited edition. Fame is in my sight because I'm living with ambition. Playing in the game of life, I got infinite ammunition.
Oh, okay, dude. He has some lyrics, man. He has some lyrics. Now, this flow is nice, you know, laid back, nothing crazy, nothing like mind-blowing or anything. Very, like, simple, basic. And I shouldn't say basic. It's like a straightforward, simple flow here, though.
Fame is in my sight, honorary heathen in a land of no religion. And honestly, I'm
honorary heathen in a land of no religion.
feeling like a limited edition. Fame is in my
Feeling like a limited edition. All right, so it's like he's looking around in this land, you know, and religion is pushed to the side if not gone, essentially. He feels like a limited edition. Like there's not too many of him. Okay, there's only a few left that maybe hold on to religion the way maybe he does. That's a nice little bar there. I like that. I really like that. That's deep.
the lane. People know the hustle and the people know the name. Do they understand the struggle? Do they really know the pain? An honorary heathen in a land of no religion. And honestly, I'm feeling like a limited edition. Fame is in my sight because I'm living with ambition. Playing in the game of life, I got infinite ammunition.
Hold on. This is hard right here. This is really nice. How does he say this? Hold on.
Fame is in my sight because I'm living with ambition.
Fame is in my sight because I'm living with ambition.
Playing in the game of life, I got infinite ammunition.
Hold on.
Edition. Fame is in my sight because I'm living with ambition. Playing in the game of life, I got infinite ammunition.
Playing in the game of life, I have to... something with ammunition.
Edition. Fame is in my sight because I'm living with ambition. Playing in the game of life, I got infinite ammunition.
Hold on.
Fame is in my sight because I'm living with ambition. Playing in the game of life, I got infinite ammunition. My vision coming to fruition. Did it independent, didn't need that supervision. Come to me for wisdom.
Okay, so he did it independent, doesn't need your supervision. Nice, Zuby. Alright, so he's independent. He's independent. Already, that is +1, okay? You're doing this on your own, dude. That's a big +1 on top of anything else you do.
My vision coming to fruition. Did it independent, didn't need that.
His vision's coming to fruition. He did it independent, didn't need your supervision. That's nice, man.
I got infinite ammunition. My vision coming to fruition. Did it independent, didn't need that supervision. Come to me for wisdom, so I'm more than a
So, I mean, obviously what he's talking about there is the music industry. He didn't need supervision from the music industry holding his hand to build this career. He's done this step by step on his own. Loving this. I am absolutely loving this.
vision coming to fruition. Did it independent, didn't need that supervision. Come to me for wisdom, so I'm more than a musician. I could never be a victim, I don't meet the definition.
Oh, oh, Zuby. Zuby. All right, man. Let's go. Hold on.
Come to me for wisdom, so I'm more than a musician. I could never be a victim.
Come to me for wisdom, so I'm more than a musician.
Independent, didn't need that supervision. Come to me for wisdom, so I'm more than a musician. I could never be a victim, I don't meet the definition.
I could never be a victim, I don't meet the definition. Alright? Ugh! Like, dude, there's no possible way you could define me as a victim. I don't have that mentality. I don't see myself as a victim. I don't act like one. You know... Jesus, man. Nice. I'm loving this.
Vision. Come to me for wisdom, so I'm more than a musician. I could never be a victim, I don't meet the definition. Nah, smarter mathematician. So I multiply while they just focused on division. Try to take away, but I just focus on addition. Tunnel vision, no optician, I don't see the competition.
Damn! Zuby got bars. Zuby got bars, man. Zuby's got bars. Zuby's got bars. Jesus, come on.
Try to take away, but I just focus on addition.
Hold on.
Mathematician. Position, I could never be a victim, I don't meet the definition. Nah, smarter mathematician.
Smart as a mathematician. All right.
A musician, I could never be a victim, I don't meet the definition. Nah, smarter mathematician. So I multiply while they just focused on division.
So I multiply while they just focus on division. All right. And, you know, without going into politics, you know who they are. You know, whoever they are to you. Okay, just run with that. But, you know, they focus on dividing. He's worried about multiplying. Okay?
The definition. Nah, smarter mathematician. So I multiply while they just focused on division. Try to take away, but I just focus on addition. Tunnel.
They try to take away, and he just focuses on addition. All right? So he's into multiplying and adding, making things greater than what they are. All right, well, they're focused on dividing and taking away, subtracting. Obviously, you know, you're going to end up with groups of things of lesser value at that point. You know, lesser sums, lesser totals. So yeah, that's such a perfect bar for this day and age. This is so good right here.
So I multiply while they just focused on division. Try to take away, but I just focus on addition. Tunnel vision, no optician, I don't see the competition.
Tunnel vision, I can't even say that word. Obstetrician.
Away, but I just focus on addition. Tunnel vision, no optician, I don't see the competition.
No optician. Eye doctor, okay. He don't have tunnel vision. Or he does. Hold on.
Try to take away, but I just focus on addition. Tunnel vision, no optician, I don't see the
He focuses on addition with tunnel vision. All right.
They just focused on division. Try to take away, but I just focus on addition. Tunnel vision, no optician, I don't see the competition.
No optician, he don't see the competition. All right, so he's not competing against anybody but himself, essentially. He has a message he wants to put out. He's going to do it. He's not worried about anybody else who's in his stratosphere, who's like a direct competitor to him. If there's, such a thing, he can't see it. He can't see. He's blind to that. He is focused on the positive and making the people and the things around him better by multiplying, by adding. And he has a tunnel vision on that goal, okay, to make things greater than what they were before he got there. This man is very, very freaking nice so far.
On division, try to take away, but I just focus on addition. Tunnel vision, no optician, I don't see the competition. Praying how they teach us, but imperfect in conviction. Try to follow Jesus, but I'm not a perfect Christian. Devil on my shoulder trying to lead me to perdition. Angel on the other trying to keep me on this mission.
Damn, man, he's getting deep. He's getting deep.
Competition, praying how they teach us, but imperfect in conviction.
Praying how they teach us, but imperfect with conviction.
No optician, I don't see the competition. Praying how they teach us, but imperfect in conviction.
But imperfect in conviction. All right.
Try to follow Jesus, but I'm not a perfect Christian. Devil on
tries to follow Jesus, but he's not a perfect Christian. Now he's got a devil on his left shoulder, trying to lead him down this road. He's got the angel on the other side. He has that struggle. Like all of us, we're all human. That's something that we all have in common. We all have choices to make between right and wrong, good and evil, bad and good. He's imperfect. He's an imperfect person in his convictions. So he might believe very strongly, but he may also, be a hypocrite at times, maybe, or not be as convicted of those convictions and when it benefits him to be so, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But yeah, this is nice.
How they teach us, but imperfect
very
in
deep.
Conviction. Try to follow Jesus, but I'm not a perfect Christian. Devil on my shoulder trying to lead me to perdition. Angel on the other trying to keep me on this mission. And this has been addiction to a non-believer. What I say is superstition. What I say is erudition. Not a missionary, I'm just finding my position.
All right, he's really hitting the religion angle pretty good here. He's hitting it pretty hard. Talking about if how does he word this? Hold on.
And this has been addiction to a non-believer. What I say is superstition to a true believer.
This has been addiction. All right, he's dictating this to us, to a non-believer. This sounds like superstition. All right, then, but to somebody who believes, how does he say it? Hold on.
What I say is erudition, not a missionary, I'm just finding my position. Always stay real.
Erudition, he's finding his position. All right, he's not a mercenary, or not mercenary.
I'm just finding my position.
Jesus, hold on. What are they called?
Believer, what I say is erudition, not a missionary.
Missionary. Missionary. He's definitely not a mercenary either. Oh, okay. So this is a man of faith. Okay, at least some kind of faith. If maybe he is a religious zealot, maybe he's kind of, believes in a higher power or somewhere in between those. But this is definitely a man of faith who believes in a higher power and a God of some sort. He's not afraid to express it. So this is another +1 for him there. Yeah, in this day and age, it takes balls, to say this stuff. It shouldn't. It shouldn't, but you open yourself up not only to criticism and all sorts of wacky stuff from people. So
is superstition. To a true believer, what I say is erudition. Not a missionary, I'm just finding my position. Always stay real. Never been a slave, so I'm never gonna kneel. I don't play it safe, I don't care how they feel. From
hold on.
Stay real. Not a missionary, I'm just finding my position. Always stay real. Never been a slave, so I'm never gonna kneel. I don't
Always stay real. Never been a slave, so I'm never gonna kneel. Alright. He said, you know, you could look at that as in a couple of different ways. Obviously, the direct, like, so he wasn't a slave. That was well before his time. His father wasn't. His grandfather's 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 father. You know, so he's not going to kneel for to the anthem and stuff in protest of that, because it doesn't really, you know, it's so far in the past. Okay, whatever. So you could take it like that, or you could take it as, you know, he's not a slave to corporate media, to you know, social media, big tech. So he doesn't have to buy into their narrative and basically kneel at the altar of wokeness. So I think it's maybe a double. He's meaning essentially both things here, which is very interesting. Very interesting. I'm loving this guy. Absolutely loving him.
Always stay real. Never been a slave, so I'm never gonna kneel. I don't play it safe. I don't care how they feel. From the cradle to the grave, I'ma always stay real.
Oh yes. Yeah, I don't care how they feel. From the cradle to the grave, I'm gonna always be real, or however he says this.
I don't care how they feel. From the cradle to the grave, I'ma always stay real.
Nice.
Always stay real. Never been a slave, so I'm never gonna kneel. I will never cave. I don't care how they feel. From the cradle to the grave, I'ma always stay real.
Nice.
Always stay real. Never been a slave, so I'm never gonna kneel. I don't play it safe. I don't care how they feel. From the cradle to the grave, I'ma always stay real. Always stay real. Never been a slave, so I'm never gonna kneel. I will never cave. I don't care how they feel. From the cradle to the grave, I'ma always stay real. It's time to give it to them straight with no valence or distortion. Tell them what I hate, screw the balance and the caution. Claim love is love, but they hating on a portion. Scream BLM, pushing violence and abortion. Damn.
He's gonna see, and this is why he gets kicked off Twitter. Okay, because like, you know, like I said in the article I read about him, I know he got kicked off Twitter for like it was a pretty mundane comment. Okay, they were looking for any reason, obviously, because of positions like this. You know, this is not the narrative, guys. This is not the approved state-sponsored narrative. So if you start talking like this, there's going to be problems. So it just all brings it all together. It makes complete sense, especially after listening to the first minute or 2 minutes of this. This guy's right up my alley, though. This guy is right up my alley. I am really into this right now. This is good.
Claim love is love, but they hating on a balance and distortion. Tell them what I hate, screw the balance and the caution. Claim love is love, but they hating on a portion.
He's gonna tell you what he hates, all right? They claim love is love.
And scream BLM, pushing violence and abortion.
But they scream BLM, pushing violence and abortion. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, hey, man. It's that, imperfect in their convictions that you said you were a couple of bars ago. So
the caution.
Extremely imperfect.
On a portion, scream BLM, pushing violence and abortion. Damn. And they looting for extortion. While others looting for some Jordans. And it's black killing black and it's white killing white. So how's racism the problem?
Man, he's just putting it out there now. He's just putting it out there now, isn't he? He ain't messing around, man. He's like, hey, let me tell you the facts, guys. If you look at this, these statistics show that, you know, most black people who are killed by blacks. Most white people who are killed by whites. So how's racism the problem? What's going on here? Obviously, you know, there's not this big cross-section disproportionately one way or the other. So, yeah.
And it's black killing black and it's white killing white. So how's racism the problem?
How do you argue it? How do you argue it? You know, I mean, you can appeal to emotion. That's about it. You know, it won't be based in logic or reason.
And it's black killing black and it's white killing white. So how's racism the problem? Look, this is all true. Don't care about your slogans, homie, I am so through. Don't care about emotions, I don't care about news. If you care about the social, you should care about truth. And
I don't care about news. If you care about social, you should care about truth. All right. So like, don't, if you care about all this stuff and the health and the well-being of this or that, your goal should be to get to the truth. Okay. And I've said that a million times on this channel. Yeah, I won't go into a long thing about it this time, but essentially, and it's hard to do at times. I understand it's hard to do if you believe one thing, but, the data, the statistics, the evidence point to something else. You have to reevaluate why you believe the initial position and then explore whether you should actually follow the evidence towards the other one. And a lot of people are not willing to do that. Like I said, it's a hard thing. Once you have an idea in your head of how something is, it's hard for you to admit that you were initially wrong about something. So, but you should. Your only focus should be getting to the truth so that you can know how things really are. Brilliant.
I don't care about emotions, I don't care about news. If you care about the social, you should care about truth. And care about youth, for they fall to their doom. Offended by the truth, so they call me a coon. Black
oh! Oh! Am I allowed to say that back? I don't know.
Youth, for they fall to their doom.
Hold on.
If you care about the social, you should care about truth. And care about youth, for they fall to their doom.
Care about the youth before they fall to their doom. All right. Because
offended by the truth, so they call me a coon.
They're offended by the truth, so they call him a coon. Okay. Oh my God! All I can think of is Forrest Gump right now. The Forrest Gump scene. My mama just hit the broom. I'm sorry. But anyway, hold on. Now I have Forrest Gump in my head. I have to hear it again. Damn it! I'm sorry.
About truth and care about youth, for they fall to their doom. Offended by the truth, so they call me a coon.
All right, so before they fall to their doom, care about the youth before they fall to their doom. They're offended by the truth, so they call me a coon. They call me names. They lash out at anything that hurts their feelings, that goes against those narratives that they've already bought into that are not reality, right? So the truth hurts sometimes. So instead of, like I said, evaluating the truth or evaluating evidence to see if, this position is more truthful than the one you currently hold, they lash out, call him names, denigrate him. If he was a white guy, they would call him all sorts of isms, phobes, and all that. I'm sure he gets his fair share from those kinds of people anyway, but keep going here.
About truth.
Starting to get a frog in my throat. Hold on. I have anything to drink, do I? Hold on 1 second. Oh. All right, let's see if we can finish this up. It's taking a long time. This is going to be a long reaction. I already know it. Let's go.
Care about you,
probably already is.
To their doom. Offended by the truth, so they call me a coon. Black lives only matter when in tune with their views. I think black lives matter from the womb to the tomb. Teach me always spread real. Think for yourself. Take a red pill.
Oh, I'm done. Oh, I'm done. No, he did not. No, Zuby, man, you're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say that, man. You're not. You're not allowed to say that, Zuby. Didn't ever tell you. See, this is why you're not allowed on Twitter, man. This is definitely why you're not allowed on Twitter. I think Black Lives Matter from the womb to the tomb. From the womb to the tomb. From the womb to the tomb. The womb. So you understand what he's saying there, right? Is quit aborting our black babies. Because I care about black lives from the moment it is alive in the womb to the moment it hits the tomb. We need to care for all of our black lives, okay? Not just, these ones over here or those ones over there. That's deep. That's fucking heavy, man. All right.
They call me a coon. Black lives only matter when in tune with their views. I think
Black lives only matter when in tune with their views. When in tune with their views. So his doesn't. Okay, he's not included in that, is what he is saying right here. It's like, I'm not in tune with their views. I don't see things the way they see them. I'm not a part of that group. All right, we know. We have 100,000 examples of that. You know, we can look around the internet. There's been examples over and over and over again that if you're a person of color and if you don't agree lockstep with the official state-sponsored narrative, you don't get the benefits of being a person of color. Okay, benefits, you know, whatever that means. So you don't get those woke points. You don't get those, what is it, the oppression points for being a person of color if you disagree with the narratives. So this is heavy, man.
So they call me a coon. Black lives only matter when in tune with their views. I think Black lives matter from the moon to the tomb. Teach for more health. Always spread real. Think for yourself.
Always spread real.
Take a red pill.
Take a red pill. Now, I'm not saying the red pill is necessarily the answer. There's a lot of problems with the red side of the aisle, okay? A lot of establishment politicians who are horrible and who have greased the skids to keep the entire establishment from both sides in power. And that's the game, okay? That's the game. The elites from both parties, the Nancy Pelosi's, the Chuck Schumers, the Mitch McConnells, the Lindsey Grahams, they try their hardest to keep the status quo, okay? They don't want to rock the boat too much. They need to get their people in. Like, we'll switch off, you know, these positions here and there. We'll kind of throw power back and forth. You know, that's at least it's how it's gone, you know, up until about 2016, where, you know, one side of the political aisle lost its mind and the other one lost its spine, okay? So one side lost its mind. The other one never really had a spine. We're getting too deep down the rabbit hole, though. We need to stop there. Let's go, Zuby.
Always spread real. Think for yourself. Take a red pill. Build for more wealth. You can steady make meals if you cook for yourself and not a ready-made meal. Tell these young men they don't need to be.
Dude, this guy's lyricism's awesome. Freaking awesome. Listen to this.
Steady make meals. Always spread real. Think for yourself. Take a red pill. Build for more wealth. You can steady make meals if you cook for yourself and not a ready-made meal.
You can steady make mills, all right, millions of dollars, if you cook for yourself and not a ready-made meal, okay? Don't take shortcuts. Don't take shortcuts. If you put in the right work, you take the proper steps, you do it the right way, you put in the effort, you will end up with mills, okay? As long as you're cooking for yourself and not just taking the shortcut to the ready-made meal, okay? In his case, that would be doing it independent and not signing the contract with a record label, right? All right, the record label was the ready-made TV dinner, pop it in the microwave 4 minutes later, you got yourself a hot plate of, you know, textured vegetable protein. You know, he bought the ingredients, he went home, he chopped the onions, man, he tenderized the meat, he you know, cooked it to perfection himself, step by step.
Red pill.
Awesome.
For more wealth, you can steady make meals if you cook for yourself and not a ready-made meal. Tell these young men they don't need to be brainless. Tell these young women they don't need to be shameless. Focus on growth. You don't need to be famous. Gotta have goals you can't reach if you're aimless.
Say, hey man, boys, you don't have to be brainless. Girls, you don't have to be shameless. Okay, you don't have to be throwing everything around out there and wearing nothing all around. Shit, just lost it. Hold on.
Tell these young men they don't need to be brainless. Tell these young women they don't need to be shameless. Focus on growth. You don't need to be famous. Gotta have goals you can't reach if you're aimless.
Focus on growth. You don't need to be famous, okay? Don't be looking for the quick, 15 minutes here or there. Just focus on growing and becoming better every day. Like he said, he focuses on addition, right? So focus on that growth. You don't need to be famous. Damn it, and I just lost the last part. Hold on.
Focus on growth. You don't need to be famous. Gotta have goals you can't reach if you're aimless.
Gotta have goals you can't reach if you're aimless. Okay, so there's nothing to reach for, nothing to strive for, nothing to make you want to be better. If you're not trying to reach a goal. Okay, if you have nothing to reach for, you're fine with being complacent and not developing skills, not becoming better, not, whatever the case may be. This is deep. This whole thing's deep. His messaging is spot on. His lyricism is fantastic. How long is this reaction? 40 minutes? What's going on? 30. We're coming on 30. Jeez. All right. Let's see if we can finish this up in the next couple of minutes here, guys.
Always stay real. Never been a slave, so I'm never gonna kneel. I don't play it safe. I don't care how they feel. From the cradle to the grave, I'ma always stay real. always stay real. Never been a slave, so I'm never gonna kneel. I will never cave, I don't care how they feel. From the cradle to the grave, I'ma always stay real. Always stay real. Never been a slave, so I'm never gonna kneel. I don't play it safe, I don't care how they feel. From the cradle to the grave, I'ma always stay real. Always stay real. Never been a slave, so I'm never gonna kneel. I will never
play out the
how they feel. From the cradle to the grave, I'ma always stay real. Always stay real. Never been a slave, so I'm never gonna kneel.
Okay.
Oh, man. It's time to slay these devils, man.
There's a lot in that, man. There's a lot in that. He packed a lot
Are you down with Zuby?
of deep messaging in this song. This is fantastic. All right, you know, stylistically, he's pretty solid. Pretty solid. His cadence, his flow is nice. It's easy to listen to. Not overly complex. Not, you know, going in and out of like double, triple times, doing anything like that. You know, which I do enjoy at times, but I like styles like this as well. Very, you know, precise with his messaging. He's right on point. He was very clear. He's got a lot of good stuff to say. I really enjoyed this song. I look forward to doing some more of them. You know, a lot of times I'll kind of see how an artist does on the channel. You know, and if I'm kind of on the fence on them, you know, if I'm like not sure if I really like them or not, I'll be like, oh well, you know, that, you know, didn't do that great, so I'm not really going to do another one from that artist. This guy, I can tell you, I don't care if 12 people watch this, I'm probably reacting to more from this guy. You know, because he's good, and this is the type of music that deserves to be reacted to. So, you know, I guess that'll do it. That'll be the reaction. Middle-aged white guy is out. Peace.